Judith E. Stein, Stein. Judith E. Stein, born 1943, is a Philadelphia-based art historian and curator whose academic career has focused on the post-war New York art world. She has written a biography of the art dealer Richard Bellamy, as well as feature articles regarding artists including Jo Baer, Grooms, Lester Johnson, Alfred Leslie, and J. Milder. Career: Stein earned a B.A. in art history from Barnard College, New York City in 1965, and an M.A. and Ph.D. in art history from the University of Pennsylvania, Philadelphia in 1967 and 1981, respectively. She studied at the Courtauld Institute of Art in London from 1967–1968. Between 1983 and 1995, Stein served as contemporary curator for the Pennsylvania Academy of Fine Art, where she organized traveling mid-career surveys for Grooms and Horace Pippin, a site-specific installation by Betty Saar, as well as exhibitions for Tom Butter, Louise Fishman, Mike Glear, Lois Lane. In 1994, she received a Pew Foundation Fellowship in the Arts in Literary Nonfiction for her art writing and was a scholar in residence at the Rockefeller Foundation Bellagio Center. In 2008, the Warhol Foundation/Creative Capital awarded Stein an Arts Writers Book Grant. The International Art Critics Association awarded her book I Tell My Heart, The Art of Horace Pippin Best Exhibition Catalog for 1995. Stein has curated exhibitions for the New Museum of Contemporary Art, New York City, NY, Slout Foundation, Philadelphia, Brattleboro Museum, Brattleboro, VT and DC Moore Gallery, New York, NY. As the consulting curator for the Pennsylvania Convention Center since 1995, she has supervised commissioned works by Jones and Ginzel, Mei Ling Halm, Judy Pfaff, John Scott, among others. Work. With Paul Schimmel, Stein co-curated Figurative 50s, New York Figurative Expressionism 1988 for the Pennsylvania Academy of Fine Arts, Philadelphia, which traveled to Newport Harbor Art Museum, Newport Beach, CA, and the McNay Museum, San Antonio. The accompanying monograph featured her essay Figuring Out the 50s, Aspects of Figuration and Abstraction in New York, 1950–1962. Her exhibition Jules Olitsky, An Inside View, a survey of prints 1954–2007–2008, which Stein curated for the Brattleboro Museum of Art, Brattleboro, VT, traveled to the Wetherspoon Art Museum, Greensboro in C. Luther W. Brady Art Gallery, Washington, D.C., Butler in I Tell My Heart, The Art of Horace Pippin 1993, which she curated for the Pennsylvania Academy of Fine Arts, traveled to the Baltimore Museum of Art, Baltimore, MD, Chicago Art Institute, Chicago IL, Cincinnati Art Museum, Cincinnati O, and the Metropolitan Museum of Art, New York City, NY. Grooms, a retrospective 1956–1000, 984–1985, which she curated for PAFA, traveled to Denver Art Museum, Denver, Museum of Contemporary Art, Los Angeles, Tennessee State Museum, Nashville, TN, and the Whitney Museum of American Art, New York. Stein's articles have appeared in Art in America, The Sienese Shredder, Daedalus Art News, Drawing Fibrarts, as well as exhibition catalogs for St. Louis Art Museum, Philadelphia's Institute of Contemporary Art, Locke's Gallery, and Arcadia University Art Gallery, New York City's Francis M. Nauman Fine Arts, D.C. Moore Gallery, Steinbaum Cross Gallery, June Kelly Gallery, and Gallery Moose. She has taught at the Maryland Institute College of Art, Baltimore, MD, the University of Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, and Tyler School of Art, Temple University, Philadelphia, From 1979–1983, She reported on contemporary art exhibitions for YFM Fresh Air, as well as NPR Morning Edition. Books. Stein contributed essays to exhibition monographs that she edited, including Jules Olitsky, An Inside View, A Survey of Prints, 1950, Formanist, 2007. Picturing the Modern Amazon, The Hypermuscular Woman, Jacob Landau, Old Man Mad About Drawing, I Tell My Heart, The Art of Horace Pippin, Figurative 50s, New York Figurative Expressionism, Red Grooms, A Retrospective 1956-1984, Eye of the 60s, Richard Bellamy, and the Transformation of Modern Art. New York, Farrar, Straus and Giroux, 2016.